Hello, this is Jenna. I'm great. How are you? It's definitely winter. It's cold. Wow. Yeah. Yes, it is. It's perfect. All right, sounds good. Of course. That is correct. No, I'm not. Actually, I was an exchange student in Belgium for a year, my junior year of high school. Yes. So I learned French when I was there. I learned it, actually, while I was there, I didn't have time to learn it before I went, but I learned it in about 2 months and definitely helped being there learning it. They actually speak three languages: French, Dutch, and German. Yeah. I started learning Dutch a little bit, and Dutch and German are very much alike, so yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I actually only had a room by myself when I was in Belgium because I've shared a room with my sister my whole life, so. Yeah, I lived with a roommate my freshman year and another roommate my sophomore year, and I lived with two other roommates my junior year. Just the like getting to know people, like getting to know schedules, working around like if they're a night person, if they like to sleep with a nightlight on, things like that. But nothing major. Yeah, correct. Mhm. Correct. Correct. Um, well, right now I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to go after I graduate. And I'm looking at like New York or just looking at also roles in Disney World in general. I've been applying to a few of those, and just I think that doing the program will help me kind of decide if I want to pursue it and just give me more experience like working with other people and working in a team environment, working with guests and customer service and things like that. And I'm also right now I'm in a class called Storytelling in Theme Parks, and we're studying Disney World. And so we like study like the theme and stories behind like the attraction, the parks, the resorts, all things like that. And then we go to Disney World right after we graduate for 8 days. Yeah. Yes, I haven't been there in 6 years, but I've been there before. It's in the student center. It's like a food court that serves like the faculty and staff and anyone who's like on a tour or something. And I'm a cashier there right now, so I deal with like checking out the customers and helping with different things like that, cleaning a little bit. And I've worked there for I worked there twice. I worked there for a little over a year, and then I came back again this semester. I recently worked with the OU Women's Center. I was the front desk receptionist, answered phone calls, helped with scheduling, things like that. And I also worked at a movie theater one summer, and I worked at a local like burger ice cream place for one summer. Yeah. Yeah, and like doing tickets and stuff. Yeah. I really liked working at the movie theater because for a while I wanted to do movies because I'm video production in the communication area, and for a while I wanted to do movies, so it really like was exciting to me. And then I really like my job right now, West 82, just because I get to work with it's mostly students that work there, so they're all my age. We can like work together. It works around my class schedule, which is nice. Just I like helping people, so um at West 82 we have a way to pay. It's called Flex Points, and every person who has a Flex meal plan gets 400 Flex Points, which spends like dollars during the year, and they expire at the end of the year. So everyone tries to use them up during finals week. So people rack up bills over like $100 all the time during finals week. And of course, everyone's trying to get all their stuff and then leave right afterwards because like they're done with their finals and stuff. So I've had times where I'm like racking up um, over $100, and then someone else is just trying to buy lunch like for $10, and but then people are like, oh wait, I need to spend like $2 more, so they run and grab something else, and I'm like talking to the other customer like, I'll be with you in just a moment. I really enjoy fast pace because it's just kind of I think I work better at that pace. I can prioritize more, and just I think I just like that because I don't like to just stand around and have nothing to do. I like to always be busy. Um, I have working at Burger Hut, which was the local burger and ice cream place. There, we have a lot of little league like baseball players because we have a field right down the street, and they always come in for ice cream. And when that happens, we have a team of like 20 people, and they're all our parents and their family coming in. And sometimes we have like three teams. So what we would have to do is maybe sometimes we like run out of ice cream, and I realized that at one point, and we always sold a lot of like one certain kind. So I would always go to the boss and just inform him, hey, I'm going to go check the ice cream stock. I went out to the freezer and got everything and kind of organized the freezer a lot because it's a lot easier to do when there's not as many people there, and just tried to make sure everything was ready right when we get the big rush and all things like that. Um, it doesn't really bother me. As long as I have sunscreen, I'm good. Yes, I stand a lot during my shifts, so. I enjoy working in a team. I also can work independently. It doesn't really bother me either way. If I work in a team, I really like to get like input from the others, maybe find out other ways to do things, and just work with other people. I looked through the Disney Look online. Yes, I do have. I have two tattoos. One is on my forearm, and one is behind my right ear. But I plan on getting a makeup cover up tattoo like concealer to fix that. That's my left. Yes. I'd say 4 inches by 2 inches. Yes, that'd be fine. My right ear. Um, they're three separate stars. They are probably total about 2 inches by 2 inches. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course. I do. I have a valid Ohio driver's license. Yes, I do. Yes. Um, I haven't had to keep a group of people calm, but I did have an emergency situation um, that I had to handle once with my freshman year. There was I was in the community bathroom in my dorm, and a girl came out of the showers, and she had blood running down her legs, and before she passed out, she's like, call 911. So I went and ran to my room and got my phone. Then I went to the bathroom. I called 911, and then she woke up, and I went and got her roommate and her RA, and I waited until the EMT got there, made sure she was okay, and yeah. I swim pretty well. Just recreation. Yes, I've given many presentations, and I was also in an acting class last semester where we did lots of monologues and different scene work with that. Yes, very comfortable. Yes, I can do that. Answering phones, checking in people, maybe like rescheduling, reservations, helping with problems, maybe with like the key or the room or just the room in general, maybe asking questions about the parks and different things that they have that they can do, and just trying to make their stay magical, I guess. I would probably come up with a game where we would maybe say our favorite color, and then everyone who was that color would all get in a group. Like there would be a blue group, a purple group, things like that. And then we would play a game maybe of who could jump the highest, or who could. I'm not really sure. Who could do the best impression of Donald Duck or something like that. Just little games to keep them entertained. I love line dance. I took a class for a few months in line dancing before. I've never done it, but I think it'd be very fun. Okay. I feel my three top choices would be hospitality, like the front desk, concierge, or attractions. Yes. I would suggest maybe a character meal. at one of the locations, depending on what the children or parents are interested in, like what characters they're interested in. And then I would probably want to know like if there's any like dietary restrictions, things like that, to break down like what options they have, and just kind of get the idea of like what kind of food they like, things like that. I'm sorry, what was that? Um, Helping with checking in. You're the first person that they're gonna see most likely. So always be helpful and smiling is a good thing. And just helping them with any questions they have, with how to use. I know magic bands, I think is what they're called, are a new thing. So helping them with that and all the different things that they can do. I think you can load a credit card on there now, so you can pay through that. Just trying to help them out with their stay, making sure that they're gonna have a good time because it's gonna be vacation. You don't want a bad vacation. I do. I remember I made my like I don't remember her name now, but I made like a best friend when I was there, and we stayed at the All Star Sports Resort. This was in '98, so it was a long time ago. But I remember that very well. Also, we stayed at the cabins in Fort Wilderness, and I remember those so well. And just like I remember, we were waiting for the bus to pick us up to take us to the park, and there was like these peacocks walking around, and it was just really fun to like see all the different things that they had. I just remember the good times we had. Yes, I think I am. Okay. All right. Thank you. I have a few. I like to be really prepared. Does it cost to park at Disney if you're a cast member? No? Okay. Um, since I'm going to be graduating, what kind of classes would you recommend, like, if for that area? No information? Okay. Okay. Um, have you ever done the Disney College Program? Awesome. How did you get started at Disney? That's cool. Oh, wow. That sounds great. Um, what does a normal paycheck look like after like the housing costs? Okay, that makes sense. Okay. How do meals work? Do we, like, would we have, like, food in our apartments? Okay. Um, and do you know what percentage of people with a phone interview get accepted? Okay. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you. You too. Bye. Oh my god.